Okay, so this is where we're at, 648 Lonsdale. Now, I think this is it. I can never tell these buildings apart. We manage a couple of properties in these buildings. So what can I say about them? They started building this, I think, in 2014, 15, something like that. And these are the original ones. And then these, I believe these two came along a bit later. And this is quite new. It's only been around for a few years until it's finished off. Yeah, really nice complex, great amenities. Kind of has all the bells and whistles of what you want from a modern apartment. Before we start talking about the apartment, let's talk about the location first. Now, we're at the kind of there's two ends to Melbourne City. The premium end, the good end, where everyone kind of desires to have real estate, is right down the other end. It's where Parliament House is, and you can always tell very quickly how good or bad an apartment is based on its street number. If you see something like an apartment block with numbers that are really close to zero, like in the top 50, for example, you know that's the Parliament House end. And as the numbers expand down to the 400s, 500s, 600s, you know it's down this end of town, where generally it's more dense, more population, it's more rough from the perspective of there's a lot of all sorts of people walking around. There is a major train station, regional train and a normal train station there as well. So you get a lot of foot traffic here. It's very busy. King Street, one of Melbourne's notorious kind of nightclub streets, right there. That corner right there is the men's gallery. So that's kind of like a snapshot of what you have on that street. There's 3 or 4 or maybe more clubs like that, and there's all sorts of other clubs as well. So the point I'm trying to make is, at night, this is a little bit of a rough spot, and it's probably not the safest place to be walking around at night. During the day, it's fine. So, with regards to protecting your investment, the location, it would be better if it was down the Parliament end house of the city. Generally, properties that are listed down this end of town generally have a lot harder time increasing in value from their original purchase price. Whereas if you get something that's like on Collins Street, for example, the Paris end of Collins Street, you can get some really old apartments, real shabby old apartments that are cracking $1.5 million, for example, just because they're of its address, location, and people's desire to want to live there. So that's a little bit about the location. There's some good stuff around here. So you've got a Safeway or Coles or something like that over there. So you've got places you can actually carry food to your apartment. You don't need a car. Heaps of food, little food outlets here as well, so you can get yourself some nice dinner or lunch at any time. I think there's a hotel here as well, the Ritz or something. There it is, yeah, the Ritz-Carlton. So there's a nice little sign for it. Yeah, so generally I find these new apartment complexes are really easy properties to lease. So if you ever make this into a rental, this is definitely a great rental, just because the building has everything a tenant desires to have a really nice, comfortable lifestyle. It's kind of like resort living. We have access to pool, gyms, dining rooms, cinema rooms, all at your kind of fingertips. It's a really nice kind of offer. The negative is high body corporate fees. I haven't checked how much the fees are on this one just yet. I will, but it's just something I have to do some research on. But generally, you can imagine it's going to be upwards of like $7,000+ a year, easily. But yeah, I'll have to double check that one. This apartment is special because it's got some features that a lot of apartments don't. So for example, this doesn't sound like a big one, but it is. 2 bathrooms. An extra bathroom is a rare thing in Melbourne. There's many 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom properties. So that's a big plus. It has a car park. That's another big plus. In my opinion, in this location, a car park is worth about $70,000. You can have a look at that on resale when people are trying to sell them, and they actually do sell them. At this end of town, they're about that price tag. They can go up. You can sell them for a bit more sometimes, but generally I always say rule of thumb, car park's worth about 70 grand. Having a 100 square meter property is another big plus. It's a really rare thing to have an apartment that big. I have an apartment. It's not mine. It's one of my clients. I purchased a house for him, and then he got me to manage his apartment in Terry Street, which is probably only a few streets across that way. It's another 100 square apartment. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, no car park, and we leased that out for about $1,040 a week. So phenomenal rental property in the sense of return on investment. So if you're looking at about $1 million spent on an apartment like that, you're getting $100 for every $100 rent for every $100,000 loan. There aren't many properties that match up to that kind of rental, or I guess rental to income power. It's pretty good from that perspective. This place also has a full-size laundry. That is fantastic. You don't get that in apartments in Melbourne. A lot of the older apartments might have a small room. This has a full-size room, which potentially could be turned into a 4th bedroom from the measurements that I saw. So I'm interested to kind of see the laundry, which is a weird thing to say, but yeah, I want to see if you can potentially use, squeeze a laundry in somewhere else in a cupboard and have a full-size room. It has a little study nook, which is another bonus. So all these little things, they don't seem like much, but they're all things that many apartments lack in Melbourne, and having these extra little features really makes life easier if you're living in an apartment, makes properties better rentals, and also helps protect your capital growth. Many properties in Melbourne, when investors buy them, they generally can't get their initial purchase price back for a long time. Very, very difficult. So if you've got an apartment with something unique features, a unique view, for example, extra features that I just discussed, these are the kinds of things that will help protect your investment and hopefully even give you a return in the future. Yeah. So that's all I can say for now. I'll give you some after comments once I finish the inspection. But yeah, looking forward to this one. Okay, so we've just come out of the lift, which is here, and this is the floor plan. Now, I wanted to see how many apartments are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, because that can make a difference on a property's value as well, having too many neighbours. But it's really nice and wide hallway. Neighbour there, okay. Thank you.
Too busy.
So I'm just going to have a walk around and have a chit chat to the camera.
Of course.
Yeah.
All the lights be going.
Awesome, thank you. Is this a public open or is it just a private one?
No, it's public open today.
Okay. So I'll try to get my talking out of the way before somebody comes. All right, so when talking about unique features in an apartment, having windows in all the bedrooms is extremely important for me. Natural light, this place has it in abundance. Floor to ceiling windows, it's a really nice touch. Just having a quick look at the floor plan, and then I'll go into each room and start talking about the fixtures and fittings. So this is a laundry I discussed. Staff friendly, what the hell? Oh, okay, that's because it's a rental setup. So yeah, pretty big laundry. Okay, so let's talk about laundry. Drain hole, which is great. It's a full-size room. We don't have floor-to-ceiling tiles. That would have been a nice little touch. Default, that wasn't fixed when the property was brand new. Pretty ordinary tiles, like a builder's range, nothing special. But they are nicely laid together. So they're a bit better than ceramic tile. Timber doors. Hey, that's a premium touch. That's a really nice thing because typically when you get plastic doors, they peel, they can scratch. Timber doors, you can sand them and bring them back to life, which is really good. Very good water pressure for an apartment. Plenty of space for a dryer, multiple washing machines. You can use this as a drying room. Many little features here with that. Floorboards, some sort of engineered floorboard. I don't believe it's real timber, but hey, it looks really good. It's been laid nicely under the skirting board. Sometimes they put the skirting board on first, then the floorboard, and they have this ugly quad that sits there like that. So they've put this underneath the skirting board and then put a nice filler in there to kind of blend it in, which is really good. It looks like a marble top. It's cold. It feels like marble. They can do really good fake ones these days, so this is really nice. And once again, the timber finish on the doors. Soft close. Okay, really good. Plenty of bench space. Another problem with apartments is never having enough bench space. 600mm appliances, good brand, Siemens. Jeepers. Not heavily used, that's for sure. Here's another test you can do to see how much people have used this. There's no oil in here. Okay. Candles. All right, manholes if you need access, water pipes, things like that. Good sized living room and a study nook. What I mean by good sized living room is you can actually fit a full size couch in here. It's still a little awkward when you kind of think if you had two of these couches, which everybody needs two couches for a place this size. If you put it here or you're putting it there, you're kind of blocking a bit of a room. So could be a tiny bit bigger, but now I'm being very fussy, aren't I? Let's talk about the bathroom. Standard door heights. The door heights aren't super high. Okay, excellent finish for most of the bathroom. So what I mean by most is you've got floor to ceiling tiles kind of wrapping around in the bathroom as well. And then we don't have it here. It's a bit of a shortcut. The tiles, like I said, it's same in the laundry, kind of that entry level. The entry level builder's tile, but still nicely laid, they're close together, but not a premium tile by any means. A Laminex, whatever this thing is, Laminex, I can't think of it now. That's an entry level kind of finish. There's 3 levels of finish when you're building these cabinets. One is Laminex, that's the bottom. The second is a vinyl wrap, like a plastic wrap. It's kind of like a contact. And the third is a painted door, wood door. That is a premium top end finish. So this is entry level. Power points in there, which is good size mirror. Nice shelving, glass kind of door. These hinges can tend to get loose and cause a clang when you close like that. Always makes me kind of shudder a little bit when I see that open and close. Worrying for that clang. All right, so the silicone in here is good. There's no mold, so they've looked after it, kept it clean. This is a real premium toilet. I know my toilets. There's normally a cistern here, so it's like they've built it in behind the wall. That is a really nice touch. Very premium kind of hotel kind of finish. Okay, the skirting boards are a bit higher than normal. We've got an extra waterfall on the actual kitchen. This is a real extra, big extra. That could cost a couple $1,000s on its own, just that one piece of marble. And they've got a nice thick marble as well. A lot of apartments that you see will have half of this thickness. So to build this up and make it extra thick is a really big expense. And they've kind of put a nice little feature in here as well. So very nice. Very nice island. I'm guessing this is for the fridge. Storage. No. Last. Okay. So nice little small fridge. This should stay with the property. I have to confirm, but that should stay with the property. What brand is it? Siemens. Oh, they've done a whole package deal with Siemens. All right, nice lights, LED lights. Great ceiling height. So this is a low ceiling height here. This is like a 2.55 metre. A little bit worrying when I first walked in. I thought, jeepers, low ceilings, but then you kind of steps up quite a bit here, and that makes all the difference. Looks like a 2.7 metre, 2.75, something like that. In my opinion, 2.75 is the start of a good ceiling height. 3 metres is like real fancy, kind of old Victorian building. Okay, no balconies. That would have been nice if we did have one. So we've got a source of air up here are these windows. Okay, so the problem with apartments is you want to make sure that nothing is going to take away your view. So they're not going to put a big fat building up that's going to block everything you've got here. So I can't close this window for some reason. Yeah.
It's 2 hands.
Two hands, yeah.
I'll close it.
Yeah. So looking at the beneath, kind of the city beneath us, you've got some new buildings that have been put up quite recently. So I don't see any monster building. I mean, that's a pretty old one there. But the rest are quite new, aren't they? So you can't kind of think that they're going to knock something down and just build a tall building. And we're actually so high that, you think that you can actually bypass. It's pretty rare to get a building as high as this. I mean, just looking at the whole city skyline, we're just within our visual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 buildings that are kind of on our level where we are now, which is very, very few. This view is, let's talk about that for a bit, amazing. You've got plenty of light coming in 3 parts, 3 bedrooms, 3 major rooms of the house or property. Floor to ceiling windows I've mentioned, which is really good. And yeah, just the view is a massive kind of selling point, because you've got a view day and night. It's absolutely beautiful, and it makes the apartment unique. It makes the apartment kind of special from the perspective of desiring to want to live here. This is why you want to live in the city. You want to have a view of all the Melbourne has to offer. I can say Albert Park. That's cool. So that's essentially why I would want to live in any major city. If you're in New York or London, you think you want a place with a view. So, when I see most apartments that I walk into have a view of another apartment, which is pretty crap. I mean, that's really what can not make an apartment just like every other apartment out there. It makes it so boring. So this is quite special from that perspective. Anyway, we've got really nice finish in the cornices. It's a modern square set. Low door frames, low doors, small doors. They're not fantastic. Nice light switches. These are premium light switches. They're kind of thinner than a normal light switch. Standard kind of doorway. So not a walk-in robe, just the 2 built-in robes, which is good. Oh yeah. And the same fit out for the bathroom, except we've got a little bath in here. This is cute. I've never seen one of these before. Oh, okay, cool. So we've got a shower over the top shower, a great ledge here, and a bath. Now, this is special because parents love apartments that have baths because they want to bath their kids somewhere, bath a little dog or something. I don't know. And you just don't get baths in apartments. Like, I manage about 100 or so apartments in Melbourne in my rental business, and I don't think we have a single bath in any of them. Maybe 1 or 2 actually, but that's a nice little feature that is a real value add for just attracting a few extra buyers when you're kind of selling or renting. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, modern everything in here. So yeah, a few stains on the carpet. You want to get that dry cleaned. Timber doors as well. Again, I haven't seen timber doors like this. They normally finish them off real glossy and real, you can really stands out in this, like a 2-pack finish. This is like a very matte kind of, it's not I wouldn't say a premium finish. It's definitely a style that they've gone for. They wanted to do that, but it's just something different, isn't it? Okay, so that's your heating and cooling up there. So that's basically like a split system aircon unit without the big plastic thing. It's built into the ceiling, which is awesome. Great splashback. I just noticed that. You've got a splashback that matches the actual table. And it's a solid piece, one massive piece of marble. So that's money well spent, I think, when they've done that. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done.
Fantastic.
A lot of talking. I try to fit it all in as much as quickly as possible.
Sure.
Is it possible just to quickly see the pool and stuff? Is that okay?
Definitely. When we finish the property tour, let's go check in
Let's
the
do it.
area. Yeah.
Just a couple quick questions.
Definitely.
Well, just for the camera, just the body
Yes.
corporates.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, can you pull that thing out?
Yep. I passed details to Kate already, but I'll quickly share with you.
Yep.
That's outgoings on quarterly basis. Yep.
Sweet. Awesome. Okay, cool.
We don't keep them.
That's okay. I've got it on my camera now.
Sure,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's go. So any maintenance, is the body corporate doing any major maintenance, do you know, or?
Sure. So for the body corp, of course, look after the common area.
Yeah.
The pools, the gym, or the 24/7 concierge.
Yeah.
For the internal maintenance, pretty much up to lot owner to do it.
Okay.
I think she mentioned quickly in regards to the wear and tear for the work condition, because a lot of, I would say, wear and tear issues for this guest checking out.
Yes.
That's negotiable. If she's like, okay, can only do a fresh ray paint, I think she can do that.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, let's move.
Yes. There's no sinking issues with the actual building itself? Like, no?
The building only 1 year old. Oh, sorry, turning to 2 years now.
2 years old, yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember when they finished it. This is the last one of the whole complex.
The complex, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to turn this off for now, and we'll be in the pool next.
Cool.
So on level 9,
Yes.
this is the common access to everyone in the building.
Exactly.
This is not the premium level that we have.
Yep. Exclusive level will be level 10, one level.
Okay.
Shall we go to the pool first?
Sure, let's have a look. That's the best one, isn't it? These are awesome doors while they're high as.
It is a nice one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, we don't have to go in. I can just kind of do it from here.
Yep, feel free to come
Thank
in.
you. So that's right. We don't have to go in because we've got sauna there and
Yes.
really nice pool. Cool.
Enjoy sauna.
So is this shared amongst all 4 buildings, or does every building have their own?
Building 3 and 4.
Okay.
Yeah, building 1 and 2, they're sharing another set of facilities.
Yes, right.
There are some rooms like this ones, but you have to make a booking in
Sure.
advance from the mobile app.
Yep.
So you can access. I believe this library or study I can quickly show you through.
Yeah.
Inside area.
Thank you. All right, pretty cool. All right. These are great features for our apartments these days.
It is. I still have to say, my side place being the complex, the holding massive amenities and also being very high end at that stage.
Yeah.
All the residents, including owners and renters,
Yep.
they will be able to access
Cinema?
mobile app online,
Okay.
and they can make a booking of the facilities online as well.
Right.
Easy. It's actually a pool table inside.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we can't really see.
Virtual golf. Yeah.
Virtual golf as well, sure.
Yeah.
We get a few options. I'll quickly show you from here.
Yeah, sure.
We call it a garden lounge. It's like an extension. You can make a booking for family, friends. You've got a kitchen and dining area.
Yep.
But you have to make a booking as well.
Okay. Very good.
Cool. The other side I'll show you through the gym.
Oh, these are fantastic. What a finish on this wall. Jeepers.
It is feature walls.
It's actually stone, but like stone tiles.
Sure.
Bloody hell, that would be a hard thing to lay.
This big place.
Yeah. Can you believe the weather? It's been hot as, and then all of a sudden,
I know.
it's like back to winter.
True. Melbourne.
Yeah, that's all right. You don't need to open it. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Gym. Okay. You do get access to the outdoor space.
Yep.
Where you can make a booking for the barbecue burners.
Okay. So the app kind of brings all this to life, all this.
Correct.
Yep.
Right. It is a bit windy outside.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to go. I'll just get a quick snapshot of it. Oh, yeah, cool. All right.
Right. That's pretty much about level 9.
Yep.
Let's go access level 10.
Okay, let's do it.
High-rise living